right. All right, man. So just tell us how everything's going here in the start of fall camp for you and the offensive line.
It's been a great start to fall camp, like the best I think we've ever had. And this unit has been a lot closer. This team has been a lot closer. And I think that really shows on the field and on our energy level and everything. Like when someone has a bad play, they're not getting down on themselves. Everyone's picking them up. They're like, hey, let's go. Flush it. One-play Warriors mindset.
Coach, talking with Coach Fry the other day and also some of the other offensive linemen, they've talked about how, using a chip on your shoulder. People are counting you out. People aren't expecting you guys to be any good, just as an offensive line unit. How do you embrace that criticism? Do you use it as fuel of motivation to show some people things this year?
100%. I mean, it sucks when, and you see stuff like that. I try not to go on Twitter and look at that stuff, and I try to avoid it as much as possible, but you're told it all the time, and told you're the weakest link and all this other stuff, and we've taken that to heart 100%. Coach Drew has implemented that into our training every single day and what we do, and he always says it, only as strong as your weakest link. And he's like, right now, he's like, when we finish up training, he's like, this is the strongest link. And it's like, we've really taken it to heart and really tried to make ourselves a million times better, and even that's still not good enough.
I don't know if you know this, but you're a big guy. I think you probably know that. And with this offense, it's all about speed. They want to have fast. They want to be quick. They want to have it all going on. Tempo is a big thing too. But being the size that you are, do you feel like not only you but the rest of the offensive linemen are coming along a lot well on your speed and getting that developed and making sure that you guys can keep up with that high tempo?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, everything in our training is fast. Like even in weights, like you would think like you can kind of slow it down a little. Right? No. No way. Coach Drew's got us running everywhere, trying to get our sets done as fast as possible, and like everyone has shed so much body fat since we've been here. Like I went from 25 to 20 now since the last time we weighed and checked our body fat, and like I've gained weight. You shouldn't be doing that, but I'm glad I did. And like being able to do this has been helpful to the offensive line because now we know what to expect, we know what to do, and like we're much faster, a much stronger unit, and like being able to tempo is going to be a very big asset to us. And because it's like we try to make it as hard as possible on ourselves, so it's like we can gas the defense, whoever we're going against. If we can gas them, then we'll just keep going.
So as far as just the quarterback position, there's a lot of new faces back there. It's almost like a completely different room this year than what it was last year. Just from an outsider's perspective, how they looked, do you feel like one of them is maybe finding a way to acclimate a little easier? Just what's the quarterback situation look like from an offensive line perspective?
I mean, it's usually like you kind of look back real quick, see who's back there, and you're just like, all right, good to go. Like, let's go. Like, you don't really – it doesn't really affect us too much because they're all like – they all lead almost the same. They follow Coach Craddock's kind of coaching and his mentality and everything, and like they do so much like for this team and like leadership and stuff like that. And like no matter who's back there, all you're trying to do is protect them as long as you can. And like when someone like is going to try to get in their face or someone hits them or something like that, like you take it personal, you take it to heart. Like it's an attack on your very manlyhood basically, and you don't want that ever to happen again.
A lot of things has been said from some of your fellow teammates is about culture and buy-in, and even Coach Morris has talked about it too. How does a team progress and get to that point where they do have the culture change, they do have players buying in? How does that progression go?
Shared adversity. That's the key to success, is shared adversity, and we've gone through so much this offseason that like this team is so much stronger, and if you weren't strong, you didn't make it, kind of is how the way it went. And like the progress we've made from day one of winter to now day 2 of fall camp is astronomical. It's insane how much progress we made, and like this culture has grown so much, and like our cohesion, our brotherhood, our family is just so much tighter.
Now, with you losing on the offensive line 3 starters from last year, you added in some new faces here. Leadership is always important to have in any position group. Is there a guy that stands out as being the leader of this group? Is there multiple leaders? What's the leadership role look like there on the offensive line?
Definitely Ty really stepped up this offseason. He's really stepped up and tried to lead as much as he can this offseason, and he's taken everything to heart. And like he really has progressed himself a lot in the weight room. He's gotten the strongest I've ever seen him. He's the fastest I've ever seen him. And when we put pads on Monday, I'm so excited to see how well he does.
All right, man. Appreciate it.